Hey Admirals fans, Jaymee here. The Admirals are in Iowa tonight as they kick off a 3-game road trip. Last time we saw the Admirals was Saturday night in Milwaukee, a 3-0 loss against the Manitoba Moose. Let's bring in the voice of the Admirals, Aaron Sims. Aaron, not the Admirals' worst game on Saturday, but also not their best.
Well, as you said, Jamie, the Admirals were shut out 3-0 by Manitoba here the other night, Saturday night in Milwaukee. The Admirals, it wasn't their worst game. It certainly wasn't their best game. And the big thing there was just finishing. They thought they had a few chances that they could have put the puck into the net. It just didn't work out. Credit Manitoba's defense and credit Manitoba goaltender Eric Comrie in that game. But the Admirals certainly need to finish better than they have lately. One of the big things for the Admirals lately has been the line, or one of the positive things for the Admirals has been the line of Trevor Smith, Harry Zolnarchuk, and Bobby Butler. And Admirals head coach Dean Evison has been going back and forth along with the assistant Scott Ford and Stan Drulia as to whether to separate them, because they've been a group that's creating and finishing over the last few games since they were put together last Wednesday against Cleveland. They thought against it, though. They're keeping the three of them together rather than trying to spread the wealth throughout the lineup. They might as well keep one positive thing going. I know that leads to potentially the number one defensive pair going against them all the time, or the number one defensive forwards going against them all the time, but Dean Evison trusts his veteran line that they can get through it, and they have been for the most part. And remember, even though the Admirals were shut out here, they have won 2 of their last 3, and they like the way they're playing structurally. Things seem to be on the uptick, so we'll see if they can continue that.
Aaron, not to sound like a broken record, but it looks like the Admirals will have some lineup changes tonight against the Wild.
Well, one lineup change tonight for the Admirals. Trevor Mingoya was recalled from ECHL Norfolk. He'll be in the lineup this evening. Mingoya has 10 goals this year for Norfolk. He was in training camp with the Admirals, so he knows the majority of these guys here in Milwaukee. His last game, he scored a hat trick. His team won 3-2 in overtime. He scored all 3 goals. He's put up nice numbers over the last couple of seasons in the ECHL. He's played a few games in the American Hockey League with Albany and San Antonio. Now he gets a shot here with Milwaukee tonight. The Admirals could use some offense. In the month of October, the Admirals averaged 3.86 goals per contest, but in the month of November, they're 5-6 and averaging just 2.27 per contest. Not saying Mingoya is going to be a savior by any stretch, but he does have he has shown the ability to put some pucks into the net in the ECHL, and the Admirals are excited to see what he can do here tonight against this Iowa team. Anders Lindbeck will be in goal, but other than that, not too many lineup changes for Milwaukee. Fred Allard will be in the lineup. Jack Doherty will check back into the lineup as well. So it's kind of the normal lineup that the Admirals will have, plus Mingoya in on a right wing on the third line.
Aaron, the Admirals are going to see an improved Iowa club since the first time these two teams met earlier this season in Iowa for opening weekend.
Yeah, Jamie, Iowa and the Admirals started the season off against one another 7 weeks ago here in Des Moines at Wells Fargo Arena. The Admirals won game 1 5-2, won the second one 5-4. There were a couple of goals after Iowa pulled the goaltender late in that second one, so the Admirals seem to have everything in control in those games. Iowa went 2-7-2 in the month of October, but since then, parent club Minnesota and the team here in Des Moines has gotten healthy, and they're 8-2 this month. They're scoring 3.4 goals per game, allowing 2.3. The power play is at 26%. Penalty kill all season long has been around 90%. This Iowa team is certainly playing its best hockey of the season right now, and they look forward to tonight's game. Derek Lalonde, the head coach for the Iowa Wild, said the first time these teams met, he thought Milwaukee owned the middle of the ice, meaning the neutral zone, and the Admirals head coach Dean Evison concurred. He thought the Admirals did a great job through the neutral zone, keeping Iowa from getting pucks through and forcing a lot of turnovers. So that'll be a big key tonight. But again, Iowa has more personnel than they had the first time that these teams met 7 weeks ago. So we'll see how the Admirals match up against one of the hotter teams in the American Hockey League.
Puck drop tonight in Iowa is at 7 o'clock p.m. You can tune into 105.7 FM The Fan or watch on AHLlive.com. For more information about the Milwaukee Admirals, go to www.milwaukeeadmirals.com.